Mega Gyarados hasn't seen a lot of play since it came out in Mega Rising, mainly due to its high energy cost. But today, we're changing that with two great cards from the new set Everyday Wonders, and an old one that's greatly underrated. Wallace and Milotic EX bring the speed that Gyarados lacks. Wallace allows you to evolve, even if the evolution isn't in your hand, and most importantly, on turn 1. Milotic brings the energy ramp needed to feed Gyarados. And how do we do that, you might ask? Vaporeon from Mythical Island, whose ability Wash Out allows you to move energy from your bench water Pokemon to your active water Pokemon as many times as you like. Milotic ramps, maybe gets an attack off, retreats into Gyarados, and we use Vaporeon to feed energy into it and let off 140 damage on top of discarding your opponent's cards. A wonderful combination with perfect synergy. This deck also runs Copycat for consistency, Cyrus for disruption, and 2 Elegant Cape to keep our Pokemon out of range. Here's the full deck list. How this strategy plays out is found in the matches ahead. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, subscribe, and enjoy the game. Okay, we start Feebas against Blaziken deck. Hello, Torchic. Alright, we will Wallace immediately. Then we'll Cape. And ramp. It's quite a good start. Quite a good start. Pokeball, okay. Cast form, cast form. Do they retreat here and then flame patch? They do retreat. Do they flame patch? No, they don't. Okay. We'll put Magikarp down. And do I Copycat? I think I will. 2 for 3. Wallace, Cyrus, and Milotic. No, I should have kept it. Alright, we'll take this cast form. And go from there. Oh, they're going right in. Rare Candy, Blaziken, Flame Patch. Okay, Rare Candy. Flame Patch, maybe? Question mark. No, they retreat. And they Sabrina. Okay. We're okay with that. Alright, they end turn. They do not have what they need. Cool. We will retreat the Magikarp. I'm gonna use Wallace to thin out our deck. Hopefully it's Mega Gyarados. It is. Wonderful. We'll ramp up here so we can have extra energy for when our Vaporeon comes around. And we'll take this cast form. Here comes Blaziken. They're gonna need a flame patch here, no doubt about it. There's the flame patch. Okay. I'll be able to do 140 here. And we stay burned. Okay, Professor. Vaporeon, beautiful. We love it around here. We love it around here. This is the best place to be at. My opponent must be raging right now. And he saw what was coming. He saw exactly what was coming. Let's do it again. Going first. Starting Magikarp. Not the ideal start, but let's go. And we're going against water. Ooh, Magikarp versus Magikarp, okay. We get our EV. We'll put this down here and we'll copycat. Hopefully we get our Feebas. That may be a Feebas. And it is. It's working out quite nicely. Okay, Professor. Field Blower. I don't blame you. I have another one. It's coming soon. Ooh, yes. There's Milotic. I could retreat with this here. We'll ramp. Be able to attack by next turn. And let's Professor here. Other Milotic and Gyarados. Exactly what we need. I was afraid to use Wallace here because it is random. But we got exactly what we needed. Perfect. Okay, they Professor again. And they Field Blower and Professor twice. They still don't have what they need. Okay, they evolve into Mega Gyarados. Now we're gonna need that cape now. There's our other Gyarados. Cape, yes, yes. That's exactly what we needed. Let's ramp. And let's go night-night. Please stay asleep. Amazing. Fantastic. They also have Feebas, okay. Lucky Ice Pop, not bad. Of course. Why wouldn't you? Hey, you know what? All the way up. You deserve it. Such a broken card. Oh, lordy lord. Oh, they're gonna keep it. They didn't want to risk losing it the last one. Other magic card. We really need a Vaporeon. Alright, let's stay asleep, buddy. Stay asleep. Oh. Alright. That's the luck of the draw there. Hopefully they do not discard our Vaporeon. That would be horrible. Okay, wishy-washy. I've not seen this in a long time. Cool beans. They lose it. Do they have a second one? They do not. Okay. Alright, no Vaporeon was lost. Oh, yes it was. Yes it was. Yes it was. That's horrid. Alright, we're hoping for sleep here. That is all we can hope for. What they gonna be? Oh lord. Now they can retreat into Milotic here. But will they? And I've already lost my Cyrus, so that's that. In regards to bringing the Gyarados back up to the active spot. Okay, they get 2 points. Now this Eevee back here has become a liability, so if they Sabrina me here, it's GG's. But it might also be GG's if I don't wake up. Okay, they PCL in the back. They ramp up front. Question is, do we wake up? Do we wake up? Alright, here we go. We wake up, which is lovely. Oh, that's so relieving. What's coming up? Wishy-washy. So Wishy-washy does 40 damage for each of your bench Wishy-washy and Wishy-washy X. Only has one. Unless you put down another one, and now put down another one now. Speak English. Alright. Why not just put this down now? I don't really see a reason to put it down or keep it in my hand. They have no cards to lose. I think it's GG's here. And it is. You have a great day, sir. Here we go. Going second. We start Magikarp. Okay, fighting. Going against a Roly-Coly. Okay, heavy helmet. And they red card me. Turn 1 red card. Savage. Okay, we get our EV. And the Vaporeon. Not too bad. Alright, we'll put this here. And we'll attach up front. And turn. Alright, going right in. Now we may lose this Magikarp, but that might be okay. Let's evolve and then a copycat here. That's gonna help us substantially. There's our Feebas. And other Magikarp. I'll put this one down here. And we're losing that other one. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we get Milotic next turn. That's gonna be the best thing that can happen. Best case scenario. Okay. Carkol. Another heavy helmet down the back and a 1-for-2 copycat. Okay. Making moves. A MacB, okay. Alright, best hope here is a Milotic. Top deck Milotic. Professor. Come on, Professor, help me out. Yes. Beautiful. That's exceptional. Now this little guy needs to stay asleep. That's all. Beautiful. That's how we like it. We like it, we like it, we love it. Professor, so no PCL. So this Carkol is mine. Pokeball, more oh, no more basics. This is it. This is a Carkol line. Alright, my turn. There's the Gyarados we need. And our opponent concedes. It's time to do it again. Go in second. We start Feebas. And we're going against Fire. Fuego. Okay. Incineroar, and Entei. Spicy over here. Okay, Professor and Pokeball. We're thinning our deck pretty nicely. There's Ho-Oh. This is interesting. Not what I would have chosen, but let's go. We'll try it out. Other Feebas. And Magikarp. Yes sir, yes sir. We'll take it. I'll go up here. And how much does this do? 20 damage? I'll be fine. And I will do 30 to it. Lovely. Okay, PCL. Good move. Not enough if you don't evolve. Not enough. Not enough. Okay, we'll Professor here. Copycat, other Magikarp. We'll evolve up front. And in the back. And we'll take care of this Litten here pretty easily. Now if they have Flame Patch, they'll be able to attack with this Entei. But I'm not too worried about the Entei, and my opponent concedes. And that was pretty fast. Going first, let's begin. Please start with Eevee. And we're going against grass. This is probably Sceptile. Pokeball. Let's get our basics. Beautiful, Feebas. And we could even Wallace here. That's the power of Wallace. We love us some Wallace. And we get to ramp right away. Let's end turn. Evolve into Metapod, and they could take out my Eevee this turn if they have Butterfree in hand. They copycat for 2, so they didn't. That's a desperate copycat if I've ever seen one. Pokeball, okay. Other Caterpie. They'll do 30 here. There's our Gyarados. Don't want a copycat. We will retreat. I want to keep this Eevee. It's the only one I have, my precious Eevee. And I will ramp. Okay, other Metapod. They Professor. Do they get Butterfree here? Pokeball. Is this Trico? No, it's Zoroark. Okay. Yeah, this is a good combination here. They lose 3 Pokemon once I take out the Butterfree here, and Zoroark gets to do lots and lots of damage. Okay, let's Professor here. There's the Magikarp. We'll power that. We'll ramp up here. Cape the Magikarp. And take our first point. Which could very well be helping our opponent. Because that Zoroark is crazy. Just made a recent video about it. I did play it with Gourgeist instead of Butterfree. But Zoroark is a sneaky damage attacker. Does 20 damage for every Pokemon in your discard pile. Alright, we're gonna evolve into Gyarados here. Full Professor. Okay, Vaporeon. Not bad. And our opponent concedes. Well, that was easy. Here we go. Going first. Again. Alright, we start Magikarp. Again, Sleep Core. Alright, we're going first. We get our Eevee. And we're guaranteed at least one Feebas here. Lovely. Two Feebas. Nope, second Magikarp. We'll keep that in hand and we'll Wallace this Feebas over here. And we'll let the other Magikarp go bye-bye. Alicia, getting their basics. Their Swablu. Cool, they get their first point. We'll get our first point next turn. Hopefully they don't have Altaria in hand. There's Gyarados. Should have put this guy down last turn. Alright, here we go. Goodbye, Wigglybuff. You party pooper. They may have Altaria, they're going in. There's other Swablu. Professor, that's a scary professor. Pokeball. That might be other Darkrai. It is. Training area. Oh, they have Altaria. They do. That's GG's for me. Great game. Here we go. Going first. We're going against Dark. We start Eevee and Magikarp. Okay. Marini. And a lovely Nealigio in the back. Okay, we get two Pokeballs and a Professor. Not too bad. So that means we get at least one Feebas. Two Feebas. Lovely. We'll put our Magikarp down here as well. Let's just put everything out. There's our Vaporeon, and I don't want to evolve this just yet. I will leave it. Now this here, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poison unless they put a second Eligio down. They do. Okay, so they'll do 30 here. Or 20. 20 or 30? 20. 20. Okay, so they're running an all poison deck. Oh, 30. Never mind. Cool. So we will Wallace here. We will retreat our Eevee because we're gonna need it. And we'll evolve here. And we'll evolve here, reduce our hand size down to 1. No copycat for you. And we'll be ready to attack by next turn, but we'll be poisoned. Which is a-okay for now. Okay. Cape. Do they have the evolution? They copycat for 1. They seem like they don't. That's the desperate copycat. They gamble and they win. Wow. Would you look at that? But they can't attack with it. We can't copycat. But we can attack, and hopefully they stay asleep. That's going to be very beneficial for us. Here we go, coin flip. Tails, 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 tails. And tails it is. We like it around here. Do they top deck their evolution? Nope, they concede. That's the power of Milotic. Now, what's the likelihood of a Hydreigon here? No Hydreigon, okay. Cool beans, dude. Oh, this is a lovely copycat. That was an amazing top deck. Amazing top deck. That was great. Exactly what we needed. And we'll start ramping our Gyarados. Here we go. And if everything goes to plan, we'll just come into our Gyarados next turn if they take out my Milotic with their Hydreigon. Okay, they Rocky Helmet the Dino, they copycat. Yeah, they're desperate. They don't have their rare candy Hydreigon. Or any other basic, it seems. This an Absol. Or Sableye. It's Sableye. Okay. Then there's Bombardier. They're gonna retreat, okay. Good call. Okay, I guess we'll stay with this Milotic for another turn. Little professor here. There's our second cape. We will attach that to Gyarados. Make him extra fat. Alright, here we go. Our second point. And then by next turn, we can go into Gyarados. And our opponent concedes. Well. Seems like Mega Gyarados can still hang. With a little help from our friends, of course. Let me know what you guys think of the deck down in the comments. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.